Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're just going to do a quick video here. I took the day off. Today is Saturday, October 21st, 2023. Worked on the Prophet OS video, worked on the mini PC video. Just sat down here around 6:45, going to play some World of Warcraft and check my messages here. And I've got messages from people. Everybody's asking me about, Phil made some stupid fucking comment this morning on, uh, according to Bitrate again. I guess a person in his chat named RG Beef had corrected Phil in Phil's wrong assumption on his bitrate. Of course, like we've known this for years, though, right? Phil doesn't understand how any of his setup works as it pertains to his streams. We know this, right? Phil doesn't know how to use OBS correctly, right? He doesn't have a noise filter. He doesn't have a noise gate on there. He's running a 13,000 kilobits per second bitrate for 720p streaming or less, and he relies on YouTube to upscale properly. Now, we've been over this many times before. We're actually going to take a look here at a couple of screenshots. Now, I recorded some quick videos here. We're just going to go over really quick. So I've done a Street Fighter 6 stream. This is the video I'm currently recording. And I've done a Street Fighter 6 video, one at 2500 kbps, one at 6000 kbps, one at 8500, and one at 13,000. And I've also now taken the screenshots of JP to take a look at the differences in bitrate, and we'll go over that here shortly. Now, let's just quickly go over the OBS settings that were used. Now, I am recording right now. I am recording on a lossless 1 second keyframe interval to passes full resolution, and I'm using NVIDIA NVENC HEVC. Now, basically what Phil does is for Phil's streams, he has NVIDIA NVENC, not the HEVC. The HEVC is a better one. Phil doesn't use that. Okay, Phil uses a CBR of 13,000. Actually, you know what? This is probably incorrect. I can't change this because I'm recording right now. Phil uses standards, so you won't see this here. He'll be able to adjust this, and this under his, just under the standard version. So he's using CBR instead of using, when he streams, CBR is correct. When he's recording, he should be using CQP. I don't think his PC would be powerful enough to run lossless. We can actually check to see what I'm hovering at for performance right now. This is my performance. It's using 20% of my GPU for lossless recording. So it's not that much on mine, but I'm running a 3080 Ti. So we'll take a look here. Bring up the pictures really quick. Okay, so I've taken screenshots of JP because he's stationary. So this one is 2500 kilobits per second. Let's see if we can open. Actually, this, open up a third one. So this is going to be, so we can actually take a look really, really easily. This one over here. Okay, so these are the three photos of JP, right? Now we can see 2500 kilobits per second. We can look at the image quality differences. Right now I'm recording this in lossless, so there's not going to be any image quality variation that you see in the video, okay? What you're going to see is the capture quality. Now we can see the capture quality here on JP. It's a little bit blurry on the Pantley, right? And you can see as it goes up, this is 2500 kilobits per second, 6000 kilobits per second, and 8500 kilobits per second. So we can see that the 6000 and the 8500 are extremely similar. It's very, very hard to distinguish. If you look at the background here in the 2500, you can see the background is very, very flat, where you can see the textures on the walls in the back here, right? It's a lot better capture. We'll zoom in a little bit. Okay, and again, you can see the pant leg. You can see the pant leg is a little bit more defined, right? There's texture to it, whereas it's just flat and blurred on the 2500 kilobits per second. But you can tell here, just by looking at JP, the 6000 and the 8500 kilobits per second, there is no difference in quality performance, right? So let's do this again one more time. Now let's bring up the 13th. Got my new mouse right now. Fucking wicked. Close. Okay, so this is now at 13,000. We'll zoom this back out. So this is what Phil has set for 13,000. Again, looking at it, you can't see any difference because there isn't. The only reason you would stream at a higher bitrate, like YouTube recommends 6,000, so does Twitch, they recommend 6,000. You can use up to 6,500. Now, if you wanted to use a higher bitrate than what's recommended for 1080p, it has to do with your color gamut, right? You'll have your sRGB, you'll have your Rec 2020 or PEC 2100, right? Now, I do record at a different, see if I can bring it up. I can't. Yeah, I do. When I do my recording, I change my color settings so I can record in HDR. Phil wouldn't be doing this, right? Like, because Phil's system isn't supported. Like, he can't do HDR in the 780. So let's zoom this in. 161%, 161%, 161%. Now, again, we're looking at the pant leg. You're looking at the background. The backgrounds are identical. The pant leg, there's no image quality difference here whatsoever with JP, right? We can see this. So again, 6,000 kilobits per second for 1080p streaming, actual 1080p streaming, not the bullshit that Phil does, right? Like we've shown that before. Phil doesn't know how to set the outsource for his OBS. We could bring that up really quick, right? So Phil doesn't set this correctly, right? Your base canvas, if you want to stream at a legit 1080p or you want to record at a legit 1080p, make sure these are both set to 1920 by 1080 and this is set to 60 frames. Right? Phil doesn't have this. He has his base canvas probably at 1080p, and then this one he has it like 720 or 660 or something like that. He's got a weird number there. You can see that because Phil requires YouTube to upload or to upscale his videos for him because Phil doesn't have the power to do it, right? He could do it. He just doesn't have the knowledge. Not I shouldn't say power. His PC is perfectly capable of doing even 4K streaming if he wanted to. But Phil's just stupid, right? This is after 15 years, right? 15-year content creator still doesn't understand how his stream setup works. And then he'll ban people that actually give him recommendations of how he should be streaming or how he should have his OBS set. And Phil just doesn't understand it. It's way too complicated for him. And that's not going to change, right? Phil will never admit that he is wrong. And in this case, he is, right? We can see from 6,000 to 8,500 to 13,000 in image quality. There's nothing, right? Again, if you're only going to be doing it, it's because you're running a different color gamut, right? You're running better quality color. You're running HDR. That's why you would increase your bit rate. Phil isn't doing that. So technically, Phil should be running around 6,000 kilobits per second for his YouTube stream. He should be recording in CQP, probably a keyframe of 20. And then wouldn't do 14. Could probably do 14. I'm just trying to think of the power requirement for him. Should be okay. And the recording would be a lot better quality. Yeah, it should be. But basically, again, like I said, this is just gonna be a quick video. We're just gonna show the differences in bitrate quality, right? As you can see, again, there's none. Right? Phil's blowing. He's doubling his bitrate for zero gain. Right? The 25, or because he says he's streaming a 1440p, he's not streaming a 1440p. He requires YouTube to upscale it now. He's doing it bad. He's setting up his stream in a bad way. And I don't like it's okay to set it up like that. I know a lot of people who do, and that's fine if you understand your stream, which Phil doesn't, right? So it's a complete waste, right? And we know Phil's internet is not that good, right? 300 megabits down, 10 megabits up is what he can achieve. But he's running 13,000, which again is going to be limiting his bandwidth. And we see that in his streams, right? Especially when he plays online games, he usually gets a pause or a hitch there when he starts actually into an online match. We saw that in Modern Warfare 3 recently, and in Warzone, and in Street Fighter 6. We see it when he actually starts his first game. Everything pauses so that the stream can adjust and rebuffer it to do the upscaling. You won't see that as much anymore because he is doing the upscaling on the fly, and there's about a 30-second, anywhere from 10 to 30-second delay on Phil's side now because of his upscaling. So that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Really quick video. I know King Jad just did one here, so I'm just working off that. King Jad had messaged me here for help on the video, and sorry, Jad, man. Like, I had everything turned off and I was just focused on doing the videos today. I'll catch you guys, though, in the next one, and hopefully I'll have these other videos up for you guys here shortly. Talk to you all later.